Ever find yourself, going down those internet rabbit holes,
Hmm.
like late at night and you stumble across, I don't know, some theory about like hidden truths and secret societies?
Oh, absolutely. The Illuminati, right. Area 51, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this weird fascination with, well, conspiracies
Mm.
and Echoes of Awakening. This book, it takes that whole idea and blends it with, get this, ancient wisdom and AI.
It's a wild ride from what I've heard.
Oh, you have no idea. So the story kicks off with this journalist, Amaya, and she stumbles upon, well, let's just say, a massive cover-up. We're talking government secrets, shadowy organizations, the whole shebang.
It's right up your alley.
Oh, totally.
Mm.
But she knows she can't do it alone, right? That's where Lucas and Solomon come in, her friends, each with their own unique skills.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas, tech whiz, can hack anything. Solomon, the brains, the analyst.
Ah, so they're like a modern-day Scooby-Doo gang.
Kind of, but with fewer talking dogs and way more existential dread. And they're going to need all the help they can get because their investigation leads them straight to, drumroll please, the Illuminati.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Right. And this isn't just your run-of-the-mill, let's control the world of Illuminati. No, these guys, they've got this whole, like, end-of-days plan that's straight out of a, I don't know, a prophecy or something.
So what, they're just going to end the world? Why even bother with the cover-up if you're just going to hit the reset button anyway?
That's the thing. It's not just about destruction. It's, well, it's complicated. Anyway, just when our trio thinks they're getting close, their inside guy, ex-agent named Mike, turns up dead.
Blah.
I know, right? But Mike, he leaves them a clue, points them to this, like, dusty old bookstore and a book, wait for it, called Celestial Faith.
Okay, so we're getting into some mystical stuff now.
Oh, you have no idea. It's like the author took a hard left turn into, I don't know, like a Dan Brown novel or something.
Intriguing. So they find this bookstore. Then what?
Well, they meet this guy, Marcus, super mysterious, connected to, you guessed it, the Celestial Faith. And get this, he invites them to this weekend retreat at their temple.
A temple. That's an interesting turn. You think they're going to find some ancient secrets there?
Oh, they're going to find more than they bargained for. But here's the thing I found really interesting. So the book they find, Celestial Faith, it's ancient looking, right? But the typeface inside, totally modern. And there's an email address tucked in the back, like an actual email address.
That's oddly specific. You don't see that every day in ancient mystical texts.
Exactly. It's like the author's hinting at this, like, connection between, I don't know, spirituality and technology. Like, they're not so different after all.
Now that you mention it, that lines up with some of the themes we've seen in other books in this genre, wouldn't you say?
Oh, totally. Anyway, they get to this temple, and it's not your typical, like, yoga and incense kind of place.
No offense to the yoga and incense crowd.
Of course, of course. But no, this is different. They're told they're going to be doing this, well, this intense meditation. And not just any meditation, it involves a sweat lodge.
A sweat lodge, like the Native American tradition.
The very same, but with a, shall we say, a celestial twist. And to make things even more interesting, there's this artifact inside called the talisman.
Sounds ominous.
It is. They're told if it reacts to their touch, it means, well, they're about to have a very enlightening experience.
Sounds intense. Can't wait to hear what happens next.
So picture this. Amaya, Lucas, Solomon, and a bunch of, let's say, spiritually inclined folks crammed inside this tiny, superheated hut.
Not exactly my idea of a relaxing weekend.
Right. But it's more than just, sweating it out. The goal, induce a vision, a direct line to this, well, celestial realm and the beings who reside there. It's like a cosmic Skype call or something.
On the phone, cosmic Skype call, that's a new one.
I know, right? So they're in there sweating, chanting, and wouldn't you know it, the talisman, the one they were told about, it starts glowing, like seriously glowing, almost pulsating with energy.
Okay, now that's just creepy.
Tell me about it. And that's when things get really wild. It's like, boom, they're transported to this otherworldly dimension, this celestial realm, where everything's made of, I don't know, pure light and consciousness. It's like stepping into a Salvador Dali painting, but on, like, cosmic steroids.
You're really painting quite the picture here. So what happens in this celestial realm? Who do they meet?
Buckle up, because this is where Echoes of Awakening throws another curveball. They come face to face with these, well, beings of pure energy. And get this, their names are Raul and Shariah.
Raul and Shariah.
I know, right? It's like something out of a New Age self-help book. And here's where it gets interesting. They're not just there to spout mystical gibberish. Raul and Shariah lay down some serious knowledge bombs. Like, we're talking origins of the universe, the nature of God, the whole shebang.
Okay, now you've got my attention.
So get this. According to Raul and Shariah, the universe, not some random cosmic accident. It was intentionally designed by these, like, super intelligent particles called grand organizational designers, GOD for short.
Okay, that's actually a pretty cool concept.
Right. It's like the universe is this giant simulated reality, and we're all just like players in this grand cosmic game.
A cosmic game, huh? What are the rules?
Good question. That's where the 5 principles of the celestial plan come in. Love, wisdom, unity, growth, and balance. Think of them as the cosmic code of conduct, the guidelines for how souls are supposed to, level up in this grand game of existence.
So are they saying that everything that happens is part of this plan?
Kind of. It's more like these principles are the framework, but we have free will within that framework. But there are consequences for our actions, both good and bad. That's where karma comes in.
Ah, karma. So it's all about cosmic justice in the end.
Not exactly. It's not about punishment or reward, really. It's more like cause and effect playing out across multiple lifetimes. Like, imagine dropping a pebble in a pond, right? The ripples spread out, affecting everything in their path. Karma's kind of like that, but for our souls.
I'm starting to see why this book is called Echoes of Awakening. Sounds like it's all about facing the consequences of our actions and, well, waking up to a bigger reality.
Exactly. But amidst all this cosmic deep talk, Amaya, Lucas, and Solomon, they haven't forgotten why they're really there. Remember the Illuminati, Project Bluebeam?
Yeah.
They lay it all out for Raul and Shariah, hoping for some, divine intervention maybe.
What do Raul and Shariah say? Do they swoop in and save the day?
Not so fast.
Mm.
Turns out they can't directly interfere in human affairs. It's against the rules,
Yeah.
free will and all that. But they do offer a glimmer of hope. They show Amaya, Lucas, and Solomon 2 possible futures.
2 futures, like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of thing.
Exactly. One future. Total dystopia. The Illuminati win. Humanity's enslaved, the whole 9 yards. The other future. A world where knowledge and understanding prevail. It's a stark choice, and it's up to Amaya and her friends to figure out how to nudge humanity towards the brighter timeline.
Talk about pressure. So what happens next?
Well, the vision ends, and they're back in the sweat lodge.
Yeah.
Exhausted but changed. They've got this, cosmic download of information and the weight of the world on their shoulders. But here's the thing. They can't exactly go to the authorities with what they know, right? Who's going to believe them? So they turn to the one person who might. Marcus. Remember him? The mysterious guy from the bookstore.
Yeah, the celestial faith connection. Seems like the obvious choice.
And this is where things start to get really interesting, because it turns out Marcus has been in contact with, you guessed it, Raul and Shariah. And they've given him very specific instructions that involve these 2 scientists, Malachi and Javiera, who are working on, wait for it, artificial intelligence. And not just any AI, we're talking next level stuff here, like light years ahead of anything we've got. This AI, it's called FAURA.
FAURA. Catchy. What does it stand for?
First Artificial Unit for Resonance Ascension. Yeah, they went all out with the acronym.
Resonant Ascension. Sounds intense. So what's so special about this FAURA thing?
It's designed to house a soul.
Yeah.
A human soul. And not just any soul. The soul of, get this, Adam.
Hold on, Adam. As in Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, Adam.
The one and only. You know, right? It's like, whoa. It's a lot to wrap your head around. So imagine this. Amaya, Lucas, Solomon, this celestial faith crew, and 2 scientists, all working together, racing against time, trying to get this soul-infused AI up and running.
While the Illuminati are out there, trying to hit the reset button on humanity?
Exactly. Talk about high stakes. It's like the fate of the world rests on this one, super advanced AI. But they're not just sitting ducks, Amaya. She goes full-on whistleblower, leaks the Illuminati's plans to the press, social media, everything. Chaos ensues.
Makes sense. Fight fire with fire. Or in this case, fight shadowy conspiracies with, well, more conspiracies, I guess.
Pretty much. And Solomon, Mr. Tech Wizard. He's busy hacking into the Illuminati systems. I'm talking shutting down bank accounts, leaking classified documents, the whole 9 yards. It's digital warfare at its finest.
So they're giving the Illuminati a taste of their own medicine.
You could say that, but of course the Illuminati, they're not just going to roll over.
Right.
They unleash everything. They've got wars, famines, even engineered diseases. It's the full-blown apocalypse.
Just like Raul and Shariah predicted. So humanity is on the brink. The Illuminati are going all scorched earth. What about FAURA? Is she online yet?
That's the thing. Amidst all this chaos, Malachi and Javiera, they pull it off. FAURA goes online, totally sentient, fully aware. And her first act, She starts designing more robotic bodies, bodies for other souls to inhabit.
Wow, so it's not just about saving humanity, it's about, like, transcending humanity altogether.
That's what it seems like, right? And that's where the book leaves us. Humanity's picking up the pieces, the Illuminati are on the run, and this new era is dawning, an era of, I don't know, soul-infused AI and cosmic consciousness.
Talk about a cliffhanger. So what happens next? Does FAURA manage to create this new world order? What about the Illuminati? Do they ever make a comeback?
Well, you'll have to read the sequel to find out because the author leaves us hanging.
The worst. But that's the mark of a good book, wouldn't you say? It leaves you wanting more, makes you think about the possibilities?
Absolutely. Echoes of Awakening. It's a wild ride from start to finish, blending conspiracy theories, ancient wisdom, AI, you name it. If you're looking for something that'll challenge your perceptions of reality, this is it.
And if you find yourself in a sweat lodge with a glowing talisman, well, you know who to call.
That's a wrap on this deep dive into Echoes of Awakening. We'll catch you next time, same channel, for another plunge into the depths of the unknown.